Spying on Bartel from outside the throne room, Dominic and Rose have just learned that Prince Marco and his army have gone to Aurelia to launch a surprise attack on Kenna.
I had no idea Prince Marco even left the castle. He could already be there. I have to warn her.
Be careful, Dom. You can't risk getting caught.
It's a risk I have to take.
Dominic peeks back through the door.
Prince Marco has promised to bring her back alive. I wonder how I'll kill her. Maybe I'll start by slicing her.
May I go now? Please?
Yes, get out, you sniveling... Wait, why is that door open? Someone is spying on us!
Oh no.
What is it?
Who's out there?
We gotta go now.
Dominic and Rose sprint down the corridor.
If they see us...
They won't. Hurry!
As Dominic is running down the corridors, Rose falls. Dominic stops and pulls her to her feet.
No time for a break.
The doors to the throne room burst open.
No one spies on me!
Dominic is almost at the end of the corridor.
He sees us!
Not yet. Just a little more.
They run as hard as they can.
I think we made it.
As Dominic rounds the corner, he bumps into Tristan.
What's the hurry? What have you two been doing without me?
Now's not the time. Marco's guards. They're after us.
Quick, hide in here.
Tristan pulls aside a tapestry, revealing a hidden nook.
Not bad. Apparently, I don't know every secret in this castle.
The three of them hide as Marco's men run by.
Damn them! Where did those traitors flee to?
Looks like they're gone. I'll stay here and keep a lookout. You'd better head back to your rooms.
Dominic returns to his room and rushes to the window, whistling 2 short blasts for Pidge. A second later, Pidge lands in the window, nuzzling Dom with his beak.
I missed you too.
He sure cares about you.
We've been together a long time. You like that, don't you, Pidge?
He's so cute.
Dominic grabs a scrap of paper and scrawls a quick note. Kenna Aurelia is not safe. Marco is there to ambush you. Flee now.
Listen up, Pidge. I need you to deliver this to Kenna. Can you find her? Her life may depend on you reaching her swiftly. Fly strong, fly fast.
Pidge takes the message in his talon and flies off. Dominic and Rose turn from the window when suddenly... Dom turns back to the window to see Pidge spiraling lifelessly downward from the sky, an arrow protruding from his breast.
No!
Dominic rushes out of his room, frantically trying to get a better vantage point, to find out who shot Pidge.
Dom! Wait!
Seething with anger, Dominic leaves Rose far behind.
When I find out who did this...
Risking being spotted, Dominic climbs to the top of the castle walls, peering out.
Where are you, you son of a...
Dominic sees Bartel marching out towards Pidge's body, a bow tucked beneath his arm. Bartel pries the note from Pidge's lifeless talons and reads it. He places his boot on Pidge's body and casually presses down with all his weight. Dominic hears a snap.
By all the gods, I swear I'll get my revenge.
As rage swells in him, flames burst from his hands. Dominic takes a series of deep breaths, but the rage just burns hotter and hotter.
Can't control it.
Dominic jerks his hands up. A bright blue fireball shoots out, scorching the air and blazing a path into the sky. Dominic hears a gasp behind him. He turns to see Rose there, horrified.
Dominic, your hands! What's going?
Shh, it's dangerous to be out right now. I'll explain, just not here, okay?
Rose nods, her eyes still wide with fear.
You were manipulating fire, Dom. I saw it.
I know it's strange, but I swear I'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out? You're playing something powerful here. You can't just make it up as you go along. This is magic, Dom. Real magic. How could you keep this from me? And I've been on your side. I've risked my life with you. I felt, well, now I don't even know what to feel. Are you some kind of demon, Dom?
I'm not a demon, Rose. I'm just a guy. The same guy who carries sacks of flour for you. The same guy you said you'd always loved. The same guy who...
Who controls the very elements? This is all too much, Dom. It's not normal. You're not normal.
You're right. None of this is normal. But normal or not, that doesn't change the fact that I'm the same Dom I've always been.
Dominic steps towards Rose, but she backs away.
You're still afraid of me.
How could I not be?
Rose,
Before Dominic can finish his thoughts, she tearily flees, leaving him alone.
I never hurt you.
The next morning, as Kenna heads to the banquet hall in Aurelia, the orb Tavon gave her grows warm.
Another message from Tevin.
Kenna spins the orb, and Tavon's image appears in it.
Dearest Kenna, I was delighted to get your last message. Great has been the injustice against you in Stormhold, and much of my people suffered as well against King Luther and his sons. I couldn't agree more that now is the time for us to rise against Dernevraki's horde. Name the hour, and you'll see me riding with thousands of Fidoria's finest warriors at my back. Your devoted servant, Tevan.
Perfect.
Kenna puts the orb away and takes a seat at the banquet table with Annalise.
Where's Raiden? I figured he might be here to see us this morning.
I wouldn't worry about him. He has a way of arriving at unexpected moments. Anyways, I hope you had a fabulous time yesterday, Kenna.
I did. You certainly know how to throw a party.
It was a fine affair. I even met a Stobakai dancer, which means I can now die a happy man.
We are honored to be your guests, Annalise.
Severin?
We got a drink for free, so I'm happy.
Well, I'm tickled. I was able to provide you all with one fun-filled day in Aurelia. I wish I could say the same for today.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, darling. I had no choice. I had to protect my city.
The doors to the hall are thrown open. Prince Marco marches in, a wall of armed guards behind him.
Your little rebellion ends now.
Like hells it does.
Kenna pulls out her hidden dagger and charges at Marco, fury boiling in her blood.
Where did she get that?
Kenna, stop!
As Kenna reaches Marco, her rage shuts out Gabriel. She attacks faster than Marco can react, cutting open a wicked gash across his cheek.
Ah! You cut me!
That's for my mother.
Kenna attacks again, but Marco recovers, disarming her with a complex parry.
Seize her before she goes on another rampage!
Before Kenna can react, the guards swarm her until she is immobilized. She watches helplessly as more soldiers fill the hall, surrounding her friends.
What do you want us to do with them?
Take them away, but keep them alive. I'll need them breathing for their public execution.
Please, come with us.
Step aside, Aurelian. No need to be gentle with traitors.
As the guard picks Kenna up and begins to drag her off, Marco's attention suddenly turns to Annalise.
You've done well.
Annalise, how could you? You knew they were coming and you did nothing to help us.
You must have known that Marcos has been looking for you. His scouts have been following you since you met up with the mercenaries. They saw you take the hidden path here. You showed them the way right to our door. They arrived here just hours before you did.
Impossible. How could they have gotten here before us? We would have seen them on the mountain pass.
These are Marco's elite scouts. They scaled the mountainside to get here before you. They said we had to detain you until Marco arrived, or Marco would take over Aurelia and burn my city to the ground. What was I supposed to do? He would have destroyed everything.
I'm so sorry, Annalise. You were trying to save your people. It's not what I would have done, but you were doing what you thought was right.
Kenna, I wish there'd been another way.
Oh, come now. Let's not be so somber. Aurelia is supposed to be a place of perpetual merriment.
Things will go back to the way they were once you and your men leave.
Leave? Why would I leave?
But you said once you had Kenna.
I said that I wouldn't burn your precious city to the ground, but leave? What a foolish thing to do when we can add the wealth and prestige of the Gilded City to our rule.
That was not part of our deal.
It is now. Father will be most impressed that I've taken over the fabled city of Aurelia in his absence.
I am the ruler of Aurelia. I will not allow you to take my city from me.
Well, There's a simple solution to this problem, isn't there? A wedding.
What? I don't want to marry you.
I'm not asking. A real leader takes. Thus, I hereby declare that you and I shall be married tomorrow. Your city is now mine, and you'll provide us with whatever we need.
I won't.
You will. Of course, every able-bodied Aurelian will now be a part of my army. I'm certain when Father returns, he'll be impressed with all I've acquired, including you.
You can't do this.
Did you just say I can't? Tell me, does anyone know the maximum number of people that can be executed? You don't. Well, that's because there isn't one.
He grabs Annalise by the face.
There's always room for one more pretty little head in the executioner's bucket.
You will never get away with this.
I already have.